Alright, once again, hello everyone, and I'm going to share the stream real quick. Let's full screen. Wait. Full screen, I asked. Okay, whatever. Excuse me? Apparently, I can't even full screen a game. Can we? No, that doesn't work. There's that scroll bar on the bottom. Kind of annoying. Alright, sharing the stream. Alright. Now let's open up the stream on my phone so I can see the chat. Hello, Martin. Alright. Yes, yeah, feel free to suggest anything. Alright, so we are playing Epic War 3, starting with the red leader. Okay, so you mean VGraph? See, I've been thinking about it. And here's the thing. Of these 6 heroes, VGraph is one of the easiest to play with. And I think I kind of want a bit more of a challenge, because I've beaten the game like quite a few times with VGraph as the first hero, or like Gralborg, Grimtooth. Like, these are the easier heroes to play with. Now I'm just thinking that if I start with, say, Gald or Abe or Trevquez, whatever, then it's gonna be a bit more challenging. And I actually wanted to ask you guys what your suggestions are on the starting hero. I'm thinking, because I believe Rembrandt is like not as easy as VGraph, but still kind of easy. I mean, Centaurs, of course. Yeah, I want a challenge. I like to think that I'm good enough to be able to overcome any challenge the game throws at me, but we'll see. So what do you guys suggest? Shall we go with Gald the Conqueror, Abe Makanaga, or Trevquez or Trevauz the Revier? I think his name is spelled Trevauz in a different like place, but here is spelled Trevquez, and I can't spell like French names or whatever names these are. So I'm not sure how to spell the guy. I'm not sure if that means that we shouldn't play him, or if that's just gonna make it more fun. Abe has Centaurs. Centaurs are great. And I like to say that all 3 of these have the healing spell. Gal has the lowest mana. Okay. I believe that Gal has like the standard units of the faction, like the Phantoms, the Mermaids, the Yetis. That can be fun. Alright, let's just start with one of them. I'm gonna start with Gald, and if we like the challenge enough, then perhaps we might even go back and like start with some of the others, but I don't know. Let's start with Gald for now. So we get zombies, which I don't usually use, they're not my style, but they are good units, I'll explain it later. Phantom Ghosts and the healing spell. So let's start, and welcome to everyone watching. So feel free to talk in the chat, so I can see that you're here, and suggest whatever you want. We were just deciding which hero to start with. Decided to start with Gald. So welcome to Epic War 3 world. Alright, so this is the world map. Gald is the starting hero that owns the most castles. We got 4 castles already. So right off the get-go, I think the battles are gonna be a bit harder than they are with the other heroes. And if we go to equip, we can equip our cards. The zombies, phantom armors, phantom ghosts, they're called phantom armor here, and the healing wave. What I like about this game is that there is a limitation on how much mana you can equip at once, which kind of adds to the like you have to actually choose which units to use if you can't equip them all. So let's save and let's start attacking. Do we want to take out this front first or this one? That's the thing. This one's gonna be easier to take out because it's less castles. But if we attack this one, we're gonna fight centaurs and witches. That's gonna be hard. But you know what? I think hard means good for me. So I'm gonna start by attacking Rembrandt the Bloody. Alright, so this is how Epic War 3 looks, and compared to Epic War 2, which we've just a week ago finished playing, it's definitely very refreshing because the battles are much more fast-paced. They're not quite as epic in a literal way, but they are fast-paced, and we have a hero now. The hero has this legendary attack that's going to become even more legendary in Epic War 4. And we have Phantom Ghosts. I really like them. I think they're good as like damaging units. And zombies. I used to think zombies were just bad. Oh, perhaps that's not the best idea. See, we can make the bombers explode without hitting anything. So this micromanagement. I used to think that zombies were just bad because they're very slow and they don't do a lot of damage, so why take them? But they can be useful as meat shields. For example, when we have to run away, we can just send the zombies forward so the large wave of enemies hit the zombies and not the important things we have, giving us time to regenerate. So yeah, zombies do have an advantage to them, and I think that's a good part of the game, that you can play with different playstyles. Epic War 3 and 4 are the most grindiest of all Epic Wars. I actually think 4 is the most grindy. 3, it is kind of grindy because if you want all units, you have to play through all the campaigns. Yeah, actually, yeah, I guess 3 is quite grindy, but whenever I played, I didn't think it was too grindy. Yeah, we're beginning with Gald the Conqueror. Hello, Goman. Okay, zombies being a big meat shield makes a lot of sense being zombies. Yeah, horde tactics. I usually... Oh, did I just accidentally... Yeah, I just accidentally used the healing spell. It's okay, the healing spell at the beginning isn't that great. We need to upgrade it to make it actually worth it, so right now we can just use it whenever. I usually go for like damaging units. I think my ideal layout is I think Dragon Riders, Black Knights, Succubi, Witches, Centaurs, and Tanks. That is like what I consider perhaps the most fitting layout for me. And so with Gald we're gonna have something very different. Okay, my hero, I do not want my hero to die. So please, get out of there. Yeah, goblins are probably the most like horde tactics units because there's a lot of them, but there is a sort of bug in this game that makes goblins kind of inconvenient to use. Basically, when new units spawn, they don't go forward. If we all advance, the new units still stay here, so we have to constantly press forward every time a new goblin appears, and that's kind of annoying. Okay, forward, but you retreat because we need to regenerate you a bit. As far as zombies go, their only advantage is high health. Yeah, they move and attack slowly, so they're horrible to use if we want to actually do damage. But like when the enemies have zombies, they make it a bit hard to get to the enemy base, and that's why... I guess that's why that's what the zombies are good at. Also, all of our phantom ghosts are about to die. See, the mad bulls are also pretty good at the beginning at handling hordes. They hit once and it's a devastating blow for many units in the area, but I still like Phantom Ghosts more. They even look cooler. Okay, retreat, we want our Phantom Ghost to regenerate. Our hero can handle the goblins. Hello, Jimmy. Also, we have 6 viewers, that's more than we've ever gotten on an Epic War stream, so thank you everyone for being here. Epic War 3 is like where the fun begins, you know? Epic War 2 is epic and all, but it takes a long time for the fun to begin in Epic War 2. Alright, as for Goman says, for my preferred setup, I just played through Epic War 3 again myself. My favorite setup with units was Dragon Rider, Black Knight, Mermaid, Succubus, Witch, and Phantom Ghost. That's a good setup. We'll get to it, I think, because we're gonna get Mermaids as Gald. But I don't think Mermaids are very good. Like, as the magic units, I think Mermaids are probably the worst magic units there are. Succubi have a lot of crowd control, they can throw entire groups in the air. And Witches, it seems, do a lot of damage, at least in my experience. Witches do a lot of damage, Mermaids don't do that much, and they don't hit a lot of units. Maybe I just haven't seen, like, the good aspects of Mermaids, I don't know. I haven't played with them, like, a lot. 15 frames of zombie animation, yep. They attack so slowly that, like, even goblins can stun them out of attacking. Yeah, I will say yes, Mermaid has unlimited range, as in the Mermaid shots are going to cross the entire field if there's no enemies to hit, but they can hit at most 3 enemies. Yeah, but the fact that they can freeze, I will say, if they freeze, that helps a lot. Like, in Epic War 2, we liked Phantom Archers and Elf Dryads because they could freeze. So, yeah, I just don't think they freeze a lot, but we'll get to it. Perhaps the Mermaids are going to prove themselves to be surprisingly strong in this playthrough. Alright, this is level 1, so expectedly we're making short work of it. They don't have a lot of units either. I think soon we're gonna start seeing some units that are gonna give us more of a challenge, because we don't currently have any ranged units. Like, if they have, let's say, a Succubus, that's gonna start actually being dangerous for us. And they're gonna have one soon, I can assure you of that. Alright, we get 26,000 money plus 10,000 more for the hero surviving. At the beginning of the game, very important, so we may want to make sure hero doesn't die. But, you know, it's best to keep the hero alive even, like, at later levels, because it's, like, the best melee unit we have. And it regenerates slowly. So, we don't have any new units, we can put some upgrades into our existing ones. Well, I'm not upgrading zombies thus far. They're not very important yet, so I think I'm gonna start by upgrading the Phantom Ghosts twice. And I know this is important for our hero to survive, so I'm gonna put a lot more upgrades into it later, but for now, having 5 Phantom Ghosts that are actually good, gonna help us a lot. One more thing, every hero in the game has one unit or skill unique to that hero. That makes sense. From what I remember, the first hero has all of the... You know how there are like 3 factions in the game? Let's start and that's in the phase for now. You know how there are 3 factions in the game? The faction with the Mad Bulls, Succubi, Dragon Riders, and the Lord of Fire? Okay, Abe Makanaga is competing for the most territories unlocked. But yeah, the second faction is the one that we have with the Phantom Ghosts, Mermaids, Yetis, and Healing Crystals, I think, and the Dragon. And then the third one is Witches, Centaurs, Black Knights, and the Attack Crystals, and the Diablos. So I think the first hero has the first faction, the third hero has the second faction, and we're Gal, the third hero. The fifth one, Trevals, I think, has the third faction. And then the second, fourth, and sixth, they just have like a mix of those units. So I'm not sure if... I don't know if, like... Maybe I'm wrong, because if you say that each hero has a unique skill, then perhaps what I'm saying wouldn't make sense. Okay, so we're gonna wipe out a Rembrandt now, because I don't want to have twice the chances of being attacked. So we now have 5 Phantom Ghosts. Let's see what they have to counteract that. Okay, for now, let's just bring our hero forward to defend from the goblins and stuff. They don't seem to have much more than they did last time, just Mad Bulls and the hero and goblins. I'm just waiting for the first succubus to appear. Okay, you're gonna start to take damage there, so I think we'll pull you back. We already have 2 Phantom Ghosts, so we're fine. Yeah, Goman, sure, please name them, because that's gonna help us, like, know... I guess, yeah, if every hero has a unique... Actually, wait a second. Yeah, that still makes sense, because I think not every hero has a unique unit, but, like, the spells make them unique. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So we're still probably gonna have to play through every one of them, or if we don't want some spells, we're not gonna have to get them. So yeah, our Phantom Ghosts already proving to do quite a bit better, and we can heal them. I like the healing spell. It's very useful, especially at upgraded levels. The problem is we just can't really, like, lure the hero out right now, because we have no ranged spell or ranged unit, so we have to go in there and do everything with melee, or melee, whichever is right. Vigraf the Red has the Dragon Rider, Rembrandt has a large meteor, Gal has the Mermaid, Abe has a healing crystal. Oh, so we're not gonna get the healing crystal. Okay. Trevaurs has the Witch, and Gralbur has the Thunder Crystal. Okay, our Phantom Ghosts are starting to take damage. Actually, Phantom Ghosts, can you guys retreat? Oh no. I think our hero can handle this, because they just have a hero. Okay, how did we defeat Diablo/Earth Dragon? I think... Well, the best single damage unit in this game... Do you guys know what the best single damage unit is? And probably the best unit in the game, period. I'm gonna let you guys say what you guys think it is, and then I'll say what I think it is. Okay, our hero's about to die. Let's pull him back here. I don't think they're gonna have, like, a revenge wave at this point, though, so I think we're safe. Large meteor for when you need to throw space rock. At what other guy? Yeah, range units and cannon fodder for Diablos and oh, our hero is healed. Nice, alright. I think, okay, as far as damage goes, I think so. I'm not sure if the tank has a lot of damage. The tank's main use, I think, is in crowd control. It throws everything into the air, so it doesn't need to do a lot of damage. But I think, yeah, the hero is probably, like, up there. The Titans, of course, but I don't think the Titans are really viable as units. We're not gonna get them until it's way too late. But yeah, I think perhaps the best unit, and definitely the best single damage unit, is the Centaur. We can get a lot of them, and they do a lot of damage to single targets. They're absolutely amazing, and it's scary when the enemies have them, because it means that our hero and our Dragon Riders, stuff like that, are, like, in giant danger. So I think the Centaurs are very good units, and I think they're the key to beating Titans. Perhaps not the Firelord, because the Firelord is gonna spin right through the ranged units. Okay, we can't upgrade the Phantoms. I do not want to upgrade the Zombies. Let's upgrade this once, and then I guess, okay, fine, Zombies twice. Because right now, we're gonna need all the help we can get. So, end phase. Sip tea. I'm gonna advertise tea on every stream here because it's just so good for soothing the throat and just in general it's great. Okay, nobody attacked anyone, so let's kill Vigraf now. Vigraf's probably gonna have a lot more tricks up his sleeve, at least some. Perhaps a succubus? Vigraf, I believe in you. You're the poster hero of the franchise. You've gotta have some tricks. British approval, yeah. I'm Russian, so I'm supposed to drink vodka, but tea is tea is just too good not to drink. Alright, centers are one of the few units that are stronger in the enemy hands than in ally hands. They take a while to round up. Yeah, I agree. So like in Caves of Trial especially, the enemies are starting to immediately charge with a lot of units, and we have to defend immediately. Like that's why Titans aren't very viable on the Caves of Trial. We have to immediately have enough troops to defend. So yeah, the fact that there's a lot of centaurs and they take a while, like the 5 dragon riders take a lot, they're a lot faster to accumulate than the whatever, how many centaurs there are. So yeah, it can be tough, but as long as we have all of them, I think it's totally worth it. Alright. So, I don't see no succubus, so I think we can just attack. Got all of our units. Perhaps I'm gonna pull the phantoms away for the hero, because the hero does a lot of area of effect damage. Our hero's gonna take a beating here, but that's okay, because we can then let him heal. The good thing, like in this game, the units heal when they're not in combat, and it actually is significant. It can really help. In Epic War 4, it's unnoticeable. Okay, we need to pull our hero back quickly. Okay, now the phantom ghosts can come forward, because their hero is gonna die soon, but our zombies are also gonna die soon. Oh no, they still have mad bulls. The healing spell in this game is also super powerful. Yes, I agree. If you level it up to the max, I think it can like immediately heal the hero, like in almost every occasion, on almost every occasion. So very powerful. Just as long as, yeah, and it's not too expensive to level up either, so yeah, definitely agree. See, and now we had units here that, okay, mostly zombies, that's fine, but if we had phantom ghosts here that weren't charging forward, that wouldn't have been very good. I'm gonna use the hotkeys Z to retreat and X to advance. That can be useful for like precise micromanagement. Heal, although I don't think we're gonna need it. Vigraf, you've gotta step up your game for the final battle that we're gonna have, because come on, this was way too easy. I know that I'm saying that and then things are gonna get really hard really fast, but I was wrong. We got the centaur. Okay, things aren't gonna be getting hard anytime soon. Okay, first of all, upgrade as much as we can, and we can't upgrade anything anymore, but that's fine. We got the centaurs. Yeah, things are gonna turn around immediately. I didn't know Gald could get a centaur either. I thought Gald had like the yetis and mermaids, and we're still gonna have them, I think. Not sure, but yeah. Vigraf, there's nothing you can do now. He's trying. He is absolutely trying to do something. He wants at least to go out in 2 battles and not 1. He knows he's not gonna win any battle against me. Ah, the dwarf engineers. Some of the more popular units of Epic War and some of the cooler designed units. that also kinda suck as units, but you know, they're cool in their design, so I'm not complaining. Alright, yeah, we have centers now. The problem with centers in this game, like, one of the problems, in Epic Core 3 and 4, basically, ranged units, they're going to advance a bit every time after shooting. So, we have to continually tell the centaurs to stay behind, or they're going to charge into, like, they're going to eventually make their way into the enemy front lines and get more damage than they need to be. Like, it's annoying when we're fighting the titans. But centaurs themselves, great, and we can have 9 of them now. So, oh, mermaid. Alright, so now notice that Vigraf does not have the faction with the mermaids. Oh, come on. Another shot. But yeah, Vigraf's faction is the one with the succubi. Oh, centaurs are also great at sniping enemy magicians, because the magicians have not a lot of health. But yeah, so the reason that they have mermaids is because they're fighting against us, and it seems that the faction that we're fighting against is the faction of the hero being attacked. So if we're attacking, then we're fighting against the faction of the hero that we're attacking. But if we're being attacked, we're fighting against our own faction. It took a while for me to figure it out. It's a bit of a weird thing, but it is helpful in that, like, if you wiped out the entirety of other heroes with your faction, you can still fight against that faction if you're being attacked. Yeah, the centaur can stun. That's also amazing. Yeah, the mermaids, like, okay, there's a lot of mermaids there, I just realized. So let's just stand here. And the centaurs are gonna do their job. They're gonna, like, shoot at the phantom ghosts and lure them out without the mermaids noticing. Or the hero's just gonna charge forward. Our units aren't very smart in this game, so we can't control them to the best of our... We can control them to the best of our abilities. It's not gonna be the best, like, period. Alright, heal. Our hero's already dead, are you kidding me? Not dead, but, like, dying. We need to kill the mermaids and then get out of there with the hero. Because we don't need our hero to fight their hero. Centaurs are so good at fighting heroes, as I said, best single target damage. But then there's zombies in the way. But, okay, so he charged forward and our centaurs immediately destroyed him. That's how good centaurs are. And zombies playing a great role as meat shields. So, thus far our units are in perfect synergy together. Your hero must be a glory hound charging into battle without orders. Well, that or he has an insatiable bloodlust. Well, this is a guild we're talking about. Bloodlust is an option. I don't know... I guess Vigraf is the glory hound here. Also, our first revenge waves. Hero, stay back for a while. They're killing all of our phantom ghosts, but that's fine. Okay, heal, because we might save some of the... Nope. We saved none of the phantom ghosts. Now we need the hero to be there, and the hero's gonna die. Okay, let's retreat. We cannot do this right now. Our zombies need to charge forward and try to delay them a bit. So that's what zombies are useful for. They can delay with a reasonable success. But still, some of our centaurs are not gonna survive this. Yeah, I like to think the good hero is a glory hunter, whereas the evil hero is a bloodthirsty, as he charges entirely once he attacks. Yeah, it kind of seems so, and we all know that in this game, the heroes that we pick and that we fight against on the world map doesn't affect the heroes, like, they still look, it doesn't affect what the heroes look on the battle map and what they do. But this is true for all enemies. Like, not just the hero, any unit, if we hit it, it's just gonna start charging forward no matter what. And our units are gonna charge forward if there's enemies nearby. Mitchell reminds us, have you played Clash of Clans? I have not played Clash of Clans. I've played Clash Royale a bit, like a long time ago, but I don't know, I didn't like it enough to keep actively playing it. But, you know, I've heard that many people play it and the Clash of Clans. Okay, now our hero is now charged, so we can go. See, the mermaids, this is where the mermaids can actually be dangerous. There's not that many of us here. I mean, the zombies obviously help, but like, there's a hero and the mermaids have a high chance of hitting the hero. Alright, I think the most important card you'll get with Gald is the Ice spell. Well, that can do some crowd control for the revenge waves, so yeah, I do think it's important. Kill the mermaid, please. We do not want any mermaids. By the way, Vgraph is being extremely, like, I think Vgraph got offended at me making fun of him and decided to become suddenly a lot stronger, because this was so much harder than the last one. We even had to retreat all the way to our castle. Our hero almost died many times. So yeah, Vgraph, you got your glory, you went out with style, but you went out. There is no way that you're staying. Sorry, man. Alright. The Yetis, by the way, are pretty dangerous. So yeah, they're killing our stuff pretty easily, but I'm not worried because we got the Yeti killers, aka the killers of everything that's strong and in low population, aka the centaurs. Centaurs are just so much better, and even with centaurs we had trouble. So yeah, Vgraph decided to surprise me here and try to, like, you know, bomb rush to victory. Perhaps he would be able to take this castle from me if I wasn't careful, but no. It's me, the legendary Gald the Conqueror we're talking about. We also got like 90,000, 80,000 plus the hero bonus. We got a lot of money here. These guys just can't decide which one of them is stronger. They keep attacking each other and not succeeding. We got the bomber. The bomber in this game, on our side, not very good. But when we fight against them, they can be annoying because, like, in the revenge waves, they can crowd control if we're not careful. Okay. We got 1,000. This is a dilemma. Should we upgrade the centaurs, the phantom ghosts, or the healing spell? This is not a dilemma at all. Okay. Oh, I just ended phase. See, Vgraph is taking advantage of our mistakes. I just ended phase because for comedic effect, I wanted to be like, this is not a dilemma, of course upgrade the centaurs. But it was our turn, so we could have attacked and wiped him out. But now he's taking advantage of this and attacking again. Well, guess what, Vgraph? You're not gonna win this time either, because we got even better centaurs. As history showed us, horse archers are OP. Centaurs are permanent horse archers. True. Although I don't think in this game it matters at all whether it's like a horse archer or the regular archer. It only matters for speed. Let's face it, the main thing the centaurs have is damage. So, yeah, a lot of the AI heroes are better defending than attacking. But I did see a case where one AI defeated another. Yeah, I mean, I think it's decided by random chance. Just like when we fight against them, like, it takes into account what units we have. I think. I mean, that's the logical way to think about it. It takes into account the stuff that we have and the stuff that they have. But overall, it still like comes down to random chance eventually. Okay. So, no, hero, don't charge. We don't want to trigger the mermaids. They're gonna be so offended. Okay, I'm sorry. We don't want to trigger the mermaids' shots. That's what I... But I think even... How many of them? 3? Oh, no, 2. That is a phantom ghost. So 2 mermaids. That's not gonna be nearly enough to actually do serious damage to us. So... I do need to put more money into the healing spell, because... Like, right now it's just not good enough. Right, Gald gets the bomber too. I think everyone gets the bomber and everyone gets the tank. Those are the 2 units that are not dependent on the hero. You will always get the bomber and always get the tank, no matter what hero you're playing with. And Clash of Clans is good because it's made for mobile, not some AAA title. Oh, okay. Yeah, I assume it's more of a mobile game. I don't usually play like casual mobile games much. Like, I sometimes play some to pass time, but not like, you know, they're not as serious as Clash Royale or Clash of Clans, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's a bit hard to explain, but usually it's like some, you know, smaller games that I can just play around in 5 minutes or something, or... Alright, yeah, our center is doing an amazing job. Their hero is already down. But this time I am not making the mistake I made last time. Guys, we need to regroup. We need to make sure that all of us are healed completely before the revenge wave starts. If you want a good game for tablet, Darkest Dungeon is on tablets. Well, it's Darkest Dungeon is great. I have never heard of Darkest Dungeon. Well, I guess I should check it out, thanks. I do have a tablet, so... What type of game is it? Okay, heal. Then we're gonna wait a bit. We don't care about zombies. Zombies can keep dying. We're gonna heal, wait a bit, and go. So the reason that we waited a bit is so that... I guess we didn't wait any significant amount of time, but we waited a bit so that by the time the revenge wave begins, we can already have our healing spell back. Another mermaid. Mermaid, you are annoying. See, not... You are the worst of the magician units in Epic War 3. You kinda suck, but you're still annoying. Now the mermaid's gonna be offended and become great. First V-Graph, then... The mermaid is gonna follow in his suit. Alright, we're doing so much damage. I think it's mainly because of the centaurs. I don't think the centaurs should do a lot of damage to the castle. I mean, we're shooting arrows at the castle, but I don't think this game makes a distinction. It's a simpler game than that. So, see, this time we killed all of their bombers, and we're already killing their Yetis and Phantom Ghosts without too much trouble. Like, they're hitting us, but we're not gonna have to retreat this time. We heal, and it's basically done. We kill the Yeti. Yeah, we kill... Oh, there's another. V-Graph, you just get better and better with every battle, don't you? Well, I guess we're gonna have to retreat with our hero. Or we're gonna have to retreat with everyone. Did you guys know that we can click on the minimap and it's gonna send our units there? I did not know that until very late. Like, it says so in the beginning text, but let's face it, we as players are not great at reading help texts. Also, our centaurs are actually escaping, so that's nice. I thought some of them would have to die. Ah, this is intense. Okay, more zombies here, and heal. And after we heal, we can attack with all of our units. Our hero decided to not even wait for the heal and just charge forward. Okay, it's on Steam too. It's a Lovecraftian dungeon crawler type thing. Pretty striking art style. Okay, I don't even know what Lovecraftian is. I'm not very well educated as far as games go, you know. Don't play a lot of games. What the guys are not reading the instructions? I think it's basically comes down to, like, you know, I can understand that. Personally, I'm a big proponent that we have to read the story. Like, if there's a story, we don't just skip it, like in Epic War 2. Why do we just skip it? Read it is gonna improve our enjoyment of the game. And with instructions, I also try to, like, read them, but I can understand that it's like, if there's a lot of it, it can become... we can get, like, disoriented. So I think we just need to, like, as game developers, we just need to make, like... Nowadays, tutorials, like, when there's text, there isn't a lot of text at the same time. So that, like, and it's not all info dumped at the beginning. It's, like, the information is presented as it becomes relevant. So that's, like, the quote-unquote proper way of doing tutorials nowadays. But, obviously, this is like a 2008 or 2009 game, whatever. Okay, but it's good because more levels you play, more gold you will have for harder levels. Yep, I think it's smart to prolong the game. Exactly. I absolutely agree with you. I also absolutely agree that these centaurs should not get pummeled by the Yetis. No. I meant to send the centaurs back, not the hero. Darn it. V-Graph, you're bringing out the most incompetent out of me. I think V-Graph is better than we gave him credit for. He's good at leading his armies, and he's good at taking advantage of his opponent's mistakes. But you will never take me, V-Graph. I will absolutely destroy you before you can even think about it. Okay, yep, I knew it. I also knew that if you scroll the game screen with the left and right arrow keys back and forth, the screen will move really fast. Okay, yeah, the reason that you do that is that... So, let's say that we're on the left and we want to scroll to the right. We're doing it, and as we keep holding down the button, it scrolls faster and faster. Which is really good for, well... It's a good thing because usually if we keep holding down the button, it means we want to scroll far. So, and if we keep switching the buttons, the game still thinks we're holding down one of them, so it keeps speeding up. That's the way I think of it. Yeah, learning through mechanics demonstration, learning piecemeal. Yeah, pretty much. So we got a lot of money from this, even more than the last one, and we unlocked unit. Wait, did we unlock 2 units? We either unlocked 2 units or a unit and a spell. Let's see. Yeah, Abe is pretty good right now. Yeah, we unlocked a pretty meh unit and a pretty meh spell, but since this is the beginning of the game, mermaids are truly going to help us. And now we're not gonna have to fight against them as much. Well, we're gonna have to fight against them with Abe. But, you know, I forgot. When we attack them, do we fight against the heroes faction or the town's initial faction? It's one of the two, I don't remember exactly. Sound record instruction text. People are not gonna wanna listen to that either. Personally, I don't really like listen to a lot of audiobooks because I know that if my attention wanders and I'm reading a book, I can just come back and read it again. But with an audiobook, I have to somehow rewind back to the exact place which I missed. It's just harder. Okay, so we got just enough to max out our centaurs, which means we have absolutely no question about what to do. Can we upgrade our... Yes, we can upgrade our mermaids too. Nice. We can even upgrade our bomber, but I'm not gonna do that. I think I'd rather save those 5,000 for something actually worthwhile. Sorry, bomber, can we upgrade our arrows? We can. But once again, I'd save it for something worthwhile. Alright. Vigraf, you have fought hard, you have fought long, you have proven to be much more competent than I first thought of you. I have underestimated you, and it has cost me a lot of time and the lives of my dearest troops. Just kidding, I don't care about my troops, I'm a barbarian or whatever. But anyway, you're about to die once and for all. And you're gonna have to just accept that. You're gonna bring succubi, I know it, because if you brought mermaids last time, of course you're gonna bring succubi this time. Well, guess what, succubi won't help you. We have maxed out centaurs. I repeat, maxed out centaurs. And even though they're gonna take a long time to charge, nothing other than more centaurs can defeat that. So I'm gonna start fearing when I start fighting like Trivals and Gralborg Grimtooth, but for now I don't fear anything. Oh, by the way, mermaids, yeah, they're pretty nice, but when they freeze goblins, it's not helpful. Also, another thing. So mermaids' attack is horizontal. Mermaids' attack is horizontal. So they hit the first things they meet. The witches' attack is diagonal, so they hit the first thing they meet, and usually it's the larger units, like dragon riders. So the witches are more likely to hit things that they actually need to hit, which makes them better than mermaids. Well, I mean, it's one of the many things that make them better than mermaids. Yeah, I'm only here for the gold. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna let Vigraf fight me, like, 20 times, and then I'll be so powerful no one can resist me. I don't have the patience for that, though. Ghost zombies laid down, many of them are... They're unlives, yep. It's you know, it's a bit weird for me to think of these phantom ghosts as ghosts. I mean, like, I guess yes, they're ghosts, but I don't know. They're just a bit weird. These zombies are obviously zombies. I mean, yeah, but the ghosts, I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. They are ghosts after all, so nothing wrong with that, right? Witches are very good at castle damage. Well, yeah, I guess so, because they hit diagonally. I wish I could click on the map and it would just go there, but they hit diagonally and they hit the castle many times before they can hit any units. They have dragon riders. That's dangerous. I think the dragon riders are better than the yetis even. But they have no succubi. They currently have no range damage, and I think we need to take advantage of that. Our final centaur has just spawned, which means they are screwed. Alright. I listen to Joe Rogan podcast at night when I feel like I'm soon gonna go into sleep phase. Press stop on earbuds and it saves where I stopped. That's actually nice, yeah. Like, if it's not, like, very important for you to remember exactly what was said. I think it's a good way to both relax and get more information. And my phantom ghosts are about to die. Or not, or yes. Whatever, the one that was here died. Also, they do have a succubus. I was hoping they wouldn't have any, but, you know, it's Vigraf. He's not gonna just give up on his final battle. Alright. I also need to... Eventually, I'll upgrade my Phantom Ghosts too, because they're good units, but right now I only have 5 of them, and they're not the best at... Also, did you see that? This bolt just hit Vigraf from here. The hero has a huge hitbox, so it's really easy to hit the hero, and the same applies for the enemy hero. Okay, they can hit 5 times, and their damage amount is closer to 1000 damage each bolt. See, yeah, witches are awesome. Mermaids are the opposite of that. I feel like I am running an anti-mermaid campaign, but it's true. Mermaids just aren't as good, and succubi are, well, you can see that they're not bad by any means. Oh yes, we just avoided a succubus blast with a Vigraf. Yeah, our mermaids are pretty weak, so a succubus blast can just absolutely demolish a mermaid, but... Our centaurs, they're sturdy, they're holding out strong. See, centaurs, they have this great combination. They're sturdy, they do a lot of damage, and there is a lot of them. So, hero, retreat, absolutely retreat, please. That was just scary, really scary. Also, zombies, please go forward. Okay, we kind of need to go... Okay, retreat, zombies go forward. And please, let's save our centaurs. I think the zombies are going to be able to save the centaurs. See, zombies are not as bad as I initially thought they were. They can save people. They're very noble and selfless. And they're also not living, but... That's the less important part of it. Okay, they have a lot of succubi. I'm actually kind of scared now. We got all our centaurs, that's the important part. Our hero, for now, just please stay there. Also, we can now use the arrows. I don't think they're gonna kill any succubi. But they damaged some, so I guess that counts for something. Right. The enemy are all clumped up, might use that archer spell. Well, see, the thing is, this archer spell is not good for groups. It's good for, like, the opposite. It's good for when the enemy... Okay, Vigraf, you need to attack the succubi, not turn back and attack the zombies. No, okay, you're not Vigraf, sorry, Gald. I'm so sorry. I swear, you're my only hero. Vigraf means nothing to me. Okay, so yeah, but the archer spell... Our hero is about to die. The archer spell is only good for when their enemies are spaced out, and each arrow can hit an enemy. But when there's a group of enemies, there's gonna be like 3 arrows hitting this group, and they're gonna hit 3 enemies. They're not gonna be very effective against the groups of enemies. So, right, is it possible to fail the game because you lose every time against hard level, get little to no gold? I don't think so. First of all, you still get a lot of gold if you lose. I think you get like half as much, but you still get... That's still a lot if it's a hard level. And second, well, you lose, and then you can't lose... Like, you lose the game if you lose all of your maps, all of your castles. And if you just have one castle, the battles are gonna be so easy. So there's basically no way to lose the game. There's just a way to indefinitely not be able to win the game, but you get more money with each loss, so I think eventually you're still gonna be able to beat the game. The archer spell is better dealing with widespread units, yeah. He looks like kind of Vigraf. He looks like every other hero looks on the battlefield, let's face it. Vigraf the Red, our arch enemy, whom, you know, usually we fight arch enemies at the end, but right now we've just started with... Well, we killed Rembrandt. Rembrandt was nothing. But Vigraf, our arch enemy, was the second hero we fought, and he is finally defeated. And our reward is the Frost Giant, which is actually quite a good unit. Basically, it's a Dragon Rider equivalent. I kind of like... For some reason, I kind of like Dragon Riders more, but Yetis are also really good. Okay, but yeah, every hero that we have in every enemy hero, they look the same on the battlefield. It's not like the lore that the developers added, like the 6 heroes. They wanted to actually do anything inside of the actual game to accommodate for that. It's actually the only offensive skill that is not good at dealing with crowds. Yeah, I think so, because the meteor, the giant meteor, the ice blast, lightning, stuff, and the phoenix, yeah, they're great for groups of enemies. But this one isn't, and that's why it's kind of not a very good spell. But it can hit an occasional witch or two, so that makes it kind of good. Wait, do the battles get easier if you have fewer castles? I never knew. Well, yeah, the thing is, from what I understand, the difficulty of the battle depends on how hard the battles are. Okay, did I just say the difficulty of the battle depends on how hard the battles are? I'm Captain Obvious. But yeah, the difficulty of the battle depends on how many castles you own, and I think that it works like if you get more castles, the enemies get harder. But I also think that it works the other way around. If you lose castles, the enemies get easier. Now, I've never actually tried this. I never went to the final battle and then lost a few castles, but we can try it. I mean, we can try it just to check and then like reload again. Yeah, I think my assumption is that it will still work like this. Okay, we need to spend some money. I think we're gonna level up the Yetis because they're important for us, for our strategies. So the Yetis are leveled up. We can level up the mermaids if we want to. Do we want to? Okay, yeah, we'll level up the mermaids once, and we have just enough money to level up the healing spell again. So that worked out nicely. Yeti is a good meat shield. You know, I personally think that the Yetis are good for crowd control. They have a lot of health, but I don't want them taking damage. I want the zombies taking damage. And then, if they absolutely have to take damage, the Yetis, they can. And that makes them good too, but I think their main use is crowd control. They hit, and they hit many enemies, and they do decent damage to them. They just can't decide which one of them is gonna conquer which. Okay, yeah, Yetis have the lowest attack delay and the highest HP. The Dragon Rider has the longest melee range, and Black Knights are the fastest moving big guys. Black Knights, there's also more of them. They're not as big as the Dragon Riders and Yetis, but there is 8 of them at max, and there's 5 of Black Knights and of Dragon Riders and Yetis. So yeah, that makes like Yetis and Dragon Riders are kind of equivalent, with Yetis having their own strengths and Dragon Riders having their own strengths, but you know, they're still pretty good. Black Knights are a bit a lower tier, but we have more of them. I know the final enemy castle uses a very special unit, but still, I thought the hero level was the only factor. Well, the thing is... Okay, you have a point. I don't know if maybe it's true that the only factor is the hero unit. I've just thought that the only times the Titan appeared is when they only have 1 castle left. The only times. If they have 2 castles left, the Titan is not appearing, ever. So I thought that that applies to all other units and the difficulty level in general. Boo! Vigor Final has Infernal. Well, don't worry. We're gonna play through the other campaigns too, and we will do the Caves of Trial. We're gonna fight against the Inferno. But I started this guild to get more of a challenge. Guild is kind of harder to play with. And so I first went and killed these guys. Vigraf was really strong. He was my arch enemy. He took out a lot of. He didn't take me out, but he resisted a lot. I should probably start a level. So let's start this one. But yeah, it was really epic. But you know, by now I've killed Vigraf and I have some awesome units, Centaurs and Yetis, and I think that things are going to be quite easy from now on. Is there a difference what hero you fight for last levels? Is it like an easy hero to fight for the end? I don't think so, because all of the Titans are good. However, I think there is absolutely a hard hero to fight at the end. The hard one is the faction with Centaurs, because it has Centaurs. So, I think that if you can avoid fighting Centaurs for the last one, it's gonna make it easier. And if you want a challenge for the last one, then you can attack a faction with Centaurs. And personally, the Inferno is kind of I mean, the Inferno has the lowest health, but also like ranged units have a harder time against it. So like you can decide based on that whether you want to find the Inferno or the Crystal Dragon thingy. This dragon in Epic War 3 is definitely quite a bit different than the one in the other Epic Wars. Weird design. Okay, the title will only appear if there is one castle left. It will appear both if you attack or the enemy attack. Yep, exactly. And that my theory is that it applies also to all other things, not just the Titans. Okay, so we're fighting now against the Snow faction, the Yetis, the Phantom Ghosts, and the Mermaids, but we don't see any Mermaids yet. By the way, your tactics are heavily different from mine. I always went ahead and kept as many enemies alive as possible to get more heroes attacking me for more gold. Ah, I see. I'm just a bit impatient when it comes to it. Okay, hold on a second, I have to take a call real quick. Alright, had to take a call real quick, so I am back. Our hero is almost dying already, so let's use the healing. Let's see how much the healing spell heals this time. It was alright, but it was still quite as bad as it used to be. We need to upgrade it to the maximum level. Okay, we also need to retreat because we're not gonna be able to take on everything. Okay, zombies here, Phantom Ghosts here, Centaurs here, Bomber here, Mermaids here, Yetis here, and the hero also here. We want to make sure that we have our entire army before we start attacking, because two revenge waves, they're gonna have two revenge waves, and each one of them is gonna have Yetis. So, it's kinda serious. It is extremely risky, but it is very rewarding. I agree that it is rewarding, I just think that, like, if we play the way that I play, just have the enemy have the least chances of attacking, we're still gonna get the gold to upgrade everything to the max. Well, as long as we can complete the campaigns and the Caves of Trial, and we're not gonna have to like fight redundant battles. This is personally this is why I do what I do. Okay, we now have our full army, so now let us advance. They still okay. I was gonna say they still don't have mermaids. Well, I didn't pretend that this would kill her, but perhaps if she got hit by 2 arrows, it would. I don't know. Yeah, she stopped, so she could only be hit by 1. Okay, in this fight we might face 3 revenge waves. Ooh, I might. Let's see, is there a revenge wave 9? If there is, we're gonna face 3 revenge waves. Hero, please get out of there. Absolutely, you are right. We're gonna have to face 3 revenge waves. I think we're not gonna have to retreat anyway, because we're awesome, we have Centaurs, we have Mermaids, we have Yetis, we have Healing Spell, and we are awesome. Let's, the second one. See, we've killed, like, basically all the Phantom Ghosts. The Bombers aren't even a problem. Well, they are sometimes, like now, but they weren't a problem before. And the Yetis, they're kinda harder, but our Centaurs help a lot against them. Alright, so yeah, this is, like, by the end, it got a bit hard, but we still didn't have to retreat. Also, the reason I scrolled away is, like in Epic War 2, there's a lot of people fighting, so there's a lot of particles, a lot of flying enemy corpses and parts of enemies, and a lot of blood. So, it makes the game lag if it's on screen, but if we scroll away from it, it doesn't lag because they don't actually have to render the particles if we're off screen. And we have unlocked what I believe to be our final unit that we will unlock, the Magic Cannon. I quite like it. We will also probably unlock at least 1 spell, like the Ice Blast that you were talking about, I think. Which unit will we replace? Such a hard choice. I wonder which unit we're going to replace. So, let's see if we can upgrade anything. Have the stars aligned? Ooh, this is actually really hard because, I mean, obviously it's perfect for me to be able to upgrade the Yeti, but I kinda wanna make the tank better. And screw it, I'm making the tank better. The tank is more badass than the Yeti. Yeti is cool. You're cool and all. Don't take this the wrong way. I do like you. But this is the tank, come on. Oh boy, the unit that makes bombers obsolete. Yeah, it's great for fighting revenge waves. It can hit the bombers and the units on the enemy castle, and we like... See, also, the reason that the bombers aren't very good in Epic War 3 is that, first of all, the same reason that the goblins aren't very good... He did not take kindly to me attacking him. So yeah, the reason the goblins weren't very good is that the thing where we have to press forward all the time. The bombers, for the same reason, we can't just leave them running forward all the time and do some damage. We have to press forward, or they're going to all be here and all potentially explode at once for nothing. And the tank does the job much better anyway. Alright, a shower of goblin particles or parts or whatever, the legs and the wings. We're still fighting this faction. Okay, mermaid. Let's try to intercept the mermaid. We're not gonna kill it with the air. Oh, see, that's what I was talking about. If we hit the mermaid with 2 arrows, which is only possible when it's charging forward, we can actually kill it. See, even with a level 1 arrow spell. And this time, we were lucky enough to have that happen. Yeah, guys, let's retreat for now, because we don't want to anger this cave of beasts before we have all of our centaurs. We do already have our tank, and 2 tanks in fact, because level 3 tank has 2 tanks and level 5 tank has 3 tanks. So yeah, that's why I wanted to upgrade tank as soon as possible. It does make a difference, and you see, great for crowd control when it hits. Sometimes it overshoots or undershoots in a weird way, but at other times when it hits, it's great. Right. Time for some tea. I wanted to say like a daily tea sipping except instead of daily it's like however often it actually happens, but I couldn't find a word for it. So alright, well, they're not being very aggressive. They are sure that we're not gonna be able to kill them here. Alright, let's try to make this happen again. It depends on luck, so... Not this time. Still, it's gonna be pretty easy to kill her. There is not a lot of meat shields here. So, we got to the mermaid very quickly. Alright. Another one. Okay, see, now they're just constantly gonna keep sending them. And now the best thing for us to do is to charge forward, because we have all of our units, and... I must say, it's a refreshing game to play after Epic War 2. I've already said that, but still. Oh, see? That hit the hero. It didn't look like it would hit the hero, but it did. That's because the heroes have huge hitboxes. But see, oh! Okay. What did you guys just do? The tank just... The tank has weird physics. Like, when it shoots, like, I guess it shot kind of here, and it sent the enemy all the way over here. Okay. See, the centaurs make short work of the hero, but, like, that was funny. They just sent the hero here for a while. But yeah, tanks are great for not letting the enemy units attack. Alright. Bombers already screwing us up. Well, we have the healing spell. So... Another revenge wave? Perhaps he used the healing spell too early. Wow. Maybe I should have waited, because usually I like to not use any spells until at least the second one, and then, if I use the second one to delay the enemies from, you know, doing a lot of impact. Ooh, you should not be there. You absolutely should not be there. Turn here for now. And kill the Yeti. It's annoying. It's annoying, but we're still gonna win. Because they have nothing. We've beaten Vigraf, the terrifying. Abe Makonaga is nothing in comparison. Alright, and we unlock another card. So yeah, we've been unlocking a lot of good cards lately. They're still defending, huh? Looks like they don't have a lot of attack power, any of them. Alright, so Freeze Trap. This is the Ice Blast spell. It's good for masses. Now, what can we upgrade here? We can upgrade the tank or the Yeti. Or we can upgrade the mermaids and stuff. You know, I think I'm gonna upgrade the... It's hard. But I just need to upgrade the Yeti. We need to have a lot of melee attack power. And I'm gonna upgrade the Ice Blast once. There we go. So, I'm thinking... Should we end the stream after beating this entire map once? Should we start a new, campaign plus? Or... Not sure what would be the best way to do this. Alright, well, in any case, let's enter our next battle. Oh, I like to do this. See, there's a mermaid here. So what I like to do is quickly rush with the hero and have the hero kill the mermaid, with no resistance. And then rush back. So that's sniped. And now we just wait for our units to regenerate. I do understand that the battles have kind of been similar at this point, and we've mainly fought this faction, but soon we're going to fight a new one, and that's gonna be the scariest one that we'll have to fight. I think it's gonna be when we enter, the top right territory. Ice spell is good because it sticks around for a little while. Yeah, it does. It does several hits, which helps quite a bit. And see, Yetis are great. I mean, I wanted to get the things to at least level 3, but it's important that we have good Yetis. And now we can actually Ice Blast this when we're ready and have them come to us instead of us having to fight this in their own homeland. And if we can also try to have a... Well, didn't work, whatever. We can also try to time it so that we can Ice Blast a mermaid in addition to the group of Yetis and Phantoms that they have there. Right. Are we? I think we're ready. Let's do this. We didn't time it with a mermaid, but this is going to help us quite a bit, see the damage that we already did. And then we have a lot of units attacking, such as Yetis, mermaids, centaurs. Yeah, okay, this is still kinda scary, because they're killing us. So we need to retreat at this point. Are you kidding? We need to kill the mermaid and then retreat. Alright. Now the first revenge wave is there, and I'm just gonna, just in case, put the hero here. Or not. I think the hero is good for, preventing their revenge waves from having a lot of impact. Hey tanks, can you shoot there and not here, please? Don't shoot at our own units. I know you can't do damage to them, but you're wasting shots, thank you. Alright, nice. That bomber was just unfortunate for us. But our healing spell does help us at least a bit. Also, when there's a lot of sounds, they start getting really loud. The music, on the other hand, is great. Like, it doesn't change depending on how the battlefield is going, like in Epic War 2, but it doesn't need to, because the gameplay is a lot more, like, I guess it's a lot more similar all throughout in this game, so it's fine to just have one music loop, and that's what the game does, and it does it quite well. Can we? No, we can't. Okay, fine. We're gonna settle for the next best thing. Perhaps we can also do something else? Not really. I don't want to upgrade the arrow spell. Perhaps I should, so that it has a higher chance of killing mermaids, but that's like my lowest priority right now, so... End phase. Please don't attack me, don't make this longer than it needs to be. Thank you. There we go. Because, you know, this hero, we all know the fate of this hero. He's gonna be like the slightly longer lasting Rembrandt. We've demolished Rembrandt, and we were gonna demolish Abe. It's the other two heroes that are gonna perhaps give us more of a challenge. Did you just really miss? Okay, there we go. See? Once again we sniped the mermaid. There's another one, but we're not gonna be able to snipe it this time because there's a lot of zombies and stuff in the way. I have an idea though. Have the centaurs kill this and then charge forward. There we go. And then we're gonna be able to kill the mermaid pretty quickly. There we go. See, this is like the kind of micromanagement. Because some people say it's just you press forward and eventually you win. And there is not a lot of action. Like, I understand that there is not a lot of buttons you have to continually mash on, but you can use micromanagement and play in a way that improves your chances and makes it possible to win on harder heroes and harder levels. So I do like the gameplay of this game. See, and it's interesting that they still don't have any mermaids here. Eventually the enemy is going to start having some like wizard type units in this group, and they are going to have a lot of health, like a lot more than the usual wizard type units have, and even more than these Yetis. Like, it's crazy. I guess it's kind of to make it more difficult. Like, it's not a bad mechanic, but it's interesting. And I think it's now time. It is now time to use the Ice Blast, but I will wait for the mermaid, for the next mermaid. Because why waste when you can also kill a mermaid with the same Ice Blast? I'm hoping that on this level we're also gonna be able to complete it without having to retreat on the revenge waves. That's what we've been doing thus far. What is that unit that keeps attacking the enemies? That's a centaur. Centaurs should not be this far. Come on, guys. Centaurs, you know that you're ranged units. You're not phantom ghosts having to go all the way in there. Wait, did I miss a mermaid? No, I didn't. But when a mermaid comes... See, and that's the fun part. Now that I said I'm gonna wait for a mermaid, the mermaids just are gonna stop coming. Okay, you know what? Let's just charge forward. We have the units at this point, and we'll see if a mermaid decides to come. And, you know, by Murphy's law, after I use the Ice Blast, mermaids are gonna start coming like crazy. But for now, we can afford to wait a bit. And now, what I'm gonna do this time is I'm gonna let us start attacking, and they're gonna start retaliating. Then I'm going to Ice Blast them, and this way, it's like we're going to give us a head start on attacking them, and this will make it easier for us to kill them all. See, like there's a lot of little tactics like this involved in Epic War 3, so I do enjoy it quite a lot. Oh. You did this again, didn't you? See, but this time I'm not gonna do anything about it. Well, I'm gonna use the arrows, but they're not gonna kill him. I'm just gonna keep attacking. I know that I get money for killing that hero, but I don't think it's enough money for us to really have to go back there and kill him. I think it's like 5,000 for killing the hero, and it might like repeat. Like if we kill the hero and then he comes back, we kill him again. It might be 10,000, but I'm not 100% certain on that. All right. Launched units get their direction changed easily from attacks. Oh yeah, that's what it is. Like the hero got launched and then hit by something else and thrown all the way back to our castle. But he could not kill our castle nearly as fast as we killed his, even with all his revenge waves. Take that, Abe. Now I'm pretty sure that this might have been the starting place of Trevaus. So guys, please do not do anything on this enemy turn, because I want to check something. Let's see. First of all, we want to upgrade the tank and the Yeti to max, but we can't do that for now. So we definitely need to upgrade this. And mermaids. There we go. Slowly inching our way to a fully upgraded deck. I had the invisible goblin get launched to my base once. I was angry. Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's why you have to not use any units that can launch, but use only units that can knock back on that one Cave of Trials. Because if they launch, the goblins just gonna go to your base and destroy it. So, guys, please don't attack anyone. And if you attack, please defend like you've been doing very well as of now. So please, please. Thank you. See, even if he did defeat him, it would be fine. I just wanted to check that when I come to fight him. So this is the blue hero. This is Abe, but this city originally belonged to Trevaus, the yellow hero. So which faction are we going to fight here? Let us check. Which one is it? Yeah, it's still this one. Okay, so it depends. Okay, yeah, which factions we fight depends on the hero. So theoretically, if Abe was able to kill Grimtooth and Trevaus, then we would have our final battle with Abe, and even though it's at a corner that usually belonged to something else, we would fight this faction. Okay, gotcha. It's good. No succubus and no cannons, and even though mermaids are great on that level, it's the melee units that decide the situation. Yeah, I think so, yeah. I had to punish my succubuses hard for that goblin launch. They didn't know that what they were doing was bad. They had the best of intentions in mind, and that's what counts, right? Okay, let's get our centaurs, because yeah, since there is a lot of centaurs, but they're also good units, so it takes a while for one centaur to respawn, we end up having to wait for them more than for anyone else. Alright, okay, hold on, switching back to chat. There we go. Alright, so we've gotten almost everyone. Shall we do this? Unless a mermaid or two come, I'm just going to do what I did last time and attack and then do this. This is basically a surprise rush, that we attack them with spells, and by the time they can recover from that, we're already hitting them with units. And there is nothing they can do. Alright. But I have my finger on the mouse button ready to cast the Ice Blast at any moment if it becomes beneficial. Probably won't, but... I think this is the last level. Oh yeah, this is the last level. So we're going to... Okay. Freeze. There we go. Perfect. And we've rushed in there, and the Yetis haven't attacked as much as they want to attack. Alright, but there we go. After this level, Abe will have become extinct, and we're gonna fight the last faction in the game. I'm kinda scared, because it's centaurs. Centaurs and witches, I might add. Come on, hero, stop being thrown around because of your huge hitbox. I can just imagine the heroes in this game comparing the sizes of their hitboxes. Mine is the biggest. No, mine is. There's a spell in the game that makes this kind of micromanagement much less important, but we'll get to that. I assume... Well, I mean, there are quite a few good spells later on in the game, including both offensive spells and, you know, something as powerful as invulnerability, and another one that doubles the attack or something, and one that makes all attacks critical, but that one we're not gonna be able to really like use it a lot. Perhaps we should, at least to check out what it's doing, but yeah, those spells are gonna make the job easier for us, but you know, they're also going to become stronger, the enemies. See? With this faction we can still bomb rush and destroy their castle without having to retreat. I'm not sure if that's gonna be the case in the next level. Alright, yeah, that sounds reasonable. When we get there, tell me. Abe has been defeated. It should be has. But the developers aren't native English speakers, so... Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Well, okay. I can maximize the mermaids, sure, fine. Probably not the best idea because mermaids aren't great, but I have to maximize them someday, don't I? So, end phase. So, Trevaus, are you going to, like, be very aggressive? No, you're not. It seems that most of these guys are just waiting for me to attack them first. Even Vigraf, he was the most dreaded archenemy I've ever had, but even he waited for me to first attack him, and the first battle was a breeze. Then he started attacking back. Well, it's time to die, Trevaus. Even though you're gonna put up a fight. There's already a witch. We have to. No. Actually, yeah, we kinda have to. We kinda have to make sure there's at least only the hero taking this at first, so that we can kill the witch as soon as possible. See this? This... Witches are just... Ah, and there's Black Knights too. Black Knights are good for damage too, because there's a lot of them. Like, they're not as meaty as Dragon Riders or Yetis. Centaurs, the perfect single target damage dealers, we are dead. Why did you... Centaur, why did you wander thus far into, like, the battle? You're not a melee unit again. We'll let our mermaids take care of the dark... See, yeah, the mermaid actually did a good job there, so... I can't blame it or anything, but... I will say... If we had a succubus or a witch right about now, that would have been awesome. Alright, heal. Some of our units are close to dying. Some already died. We need to improve our healing spell. Okay, you know what? Forward, but hero, stay back. Or not, that was a perfect opportunity for us to hit the witch. Ah, I just did do things at the wrong times, don't I? There's another one, come on. There's a chain of witches and we have to advance further and further to kill them. Alright. And see, the witch is stronger than the mermaid now. If magic was real, which element would be your main? That's a hard question. I mean, I guess fire's pretty awesome, but then again, I can say the same for me. I'm not sure about earth. I don't know what the point of like earth as an element is, what I would be able to do with it. So that's probably the least likely one I would choose. See, okay, these two witches, they have a crap ton of health, so we're gonna have a hard time against them. Okay, and that was our way of... Ooh, no. Go away. We don't want to trigger the witches yet. Actually, we do. What am I talking about? We can destroy them. I'm not scared of them. But see, from the Ice Blast, the witches took so much less than even the Black Knights did. And it doesn't just happen with witches, there's also really strong mermaids and really strong succubi that they have on later levels, depending on which hero we fight against. And they're killing our Yetis. At least we can kill them and get it over with. Hey, the centers are acting as meat shields for the witch, and it's annoying. You'd pick either ice or lightning. The idea of freezing and stunning is really cool. Well, yeah, I absolutely agree. Cold can be really powerful when it's like, I don't know, 18 degrees Celsius outside and I only have a shirt on me. It can be quite devastating. But, yeah, stunning and freezing is also important. I think I'm gonna have to retreat after the second revenge wave. Retreat, zombies go forward. We're gonna lose some like Yetis or something, but we're gonna be able to get them back. Zombies go forward. We're gonna lose all of our Yetis. Okay, fine. I hope that wouldn't happen. But the zombies are too slow to move forward. Okay, then we need to freeze. We need to freeze their backlines because this is the scary part. And now we can attack them and perhaps do enough damage to them to wipe them out. That's a lot of crap though. No. Hero, stay back. We do not want you getting hit by all those witch blasts. Yeah, this is definitely our first really hard battle, I think. Yeah. Mermaids, witches, and succubi all have around 1000 HP. The center has about 2000. Enemy units usually have more health in return for less damage, though. Do they have less damage? Well, maybe they do. I guess it would make sense if they do. Because then we'd have a smaller army, but we would be more viable against them this way with more damage. Yeah, and since there was nobody protecting those centers, we could just rush in. I hope these aren't really strong, but they probably are. And then the hero's gonna come back soon. But the hero's old news. The hero's not gonna be dangerous at all compared to the other things we have to face. And this is like the good part of mermaids. They do this, but then they waste all of their shots on dwarves and zombies. There's a witch there. Retreat. Nice. You guys got the witch. See? You guys aren't too bad. You didn't like completely do something groundbreaking to change my opinion of you, but you're not bad. You just... there are better alternatives, that's all. Okay, let's do this and see what those witches are made of. They're made of pure steel, apparently, because they are strong. Now we go fight them, and our hero takes a lot of damage. We heal? Okay, yeah, we're gonna be able to defeat them, and it's really good that they don't have melee units protecting them, and we can just immediately go and destroy them. Alright. Now, even though our army is somehow like not at its best, I think we can still tackle on one revenge wave. Come on, the bombers shouldn't be doing this much. I think we're still winning, especially with the tanks. Like, even if we're locked, the melee units are locked in a stalemate, that we're trying to damage each other, like we're trying to get to the castle and they're not letting us, the tank shots are still eventually going to destroy the castle. There's a lot of centaurs and I do not like that. They're going to eventually... See, they're destroying our Yetis because they're great for single target damage. But our ranged units pulled through. Nice. It might be time to upgrade zombies a bit, even. But... Okay, sure. We're upgrading Yetis and... we're almost maxing zombies. Oh yeah, in this game the enemy will never use the tank. That is correct, because, you know, the tank is not part of any factions. And the bomber isn't part of any faction either, but they all have bombers. Like, eventually they just start sending bombers in Revenge Wave, and then later on outside of Revenge Waves. But tanks? No, they do not have tanks. Tanks would be cool for, like, Cave of Trial 4. Not that it needs to be any harder than it is. Okay. Grimtooth decided to be the only aggressive hero other than me on this map. Well, let's fight. I could use the money. Ooh, we need to kill this. We need to kill those... Oh, actually, this is a mermaid level. This is gonna be a piece of cake. It's not a witch centaur level. See, the mermaids are itching closer because of this ranged unit problem with this game. Oh, come on, guys. This is... It's not how it should happen. It's just unreasonable. Alright. Gralbor finally decided to go through with his objective. Yeah, I think he looked at the world and thought, well, I'll just stay here for now. I mean, I can always do whatever I wanted to do later, right? And there's now... See, this is like a harder level with this faction, so it has a lot of mermaids running at us, but they're mermaids, they're not gonna do much. I like how the Yetis sometimes scratch their heads. It's a fun little animation that adds to their character, I guess. Turn around, because we do not want the mermaids to cause a lot of havoc before we can kill them. Right, see, this mermaid is probably the super strong one. She's not gonna do much, because she's a mermaid, but we're still gonna be a bit hard to kill her. I wish to end all of humanity, but I will let one of them become very powerful, because I'm not a tactician. Yep. Theoretically, he should be like the mastermind behind the lines, who's like giving power to the weaker humans, so that humans are always... There's no one strong one. Humans are always like fighting against each other, and all of them are weak. And then he can just rush in and destroy everything. Okay, by now we can... Once a mermaid comes... Okay, I know that every time I've said that once a mermaid comes when doing this, no mermaids have come. But this time, 2 have come, so... I'm doing this. And I've killed the non-strong mermaids. Tanks, please help the Yetis. Please help us make the Yetis not attack. Thank you, tanks. You're doing exactly what you need to do. Because that's just... If they attacked, it would have been much harder for us, but they are doing amazing work. The tanks are great. Almost as good as the centaurs, as far as units go. Huh. And see, this is the strong mermaid. Alright. Have not lost any units, although some of our phantoms were close to dying. Phantoms are still the units we haven't really upgraded, because we've had better units to upgrade. They're like... Phantoms are probably like the least useful units we currently have. But they're still good, so... They will get their turn, you guys, don't worry. I will upgrade you. So, can we do this without retreating? Like we did before with this faction. We retreated last time with the other faction. I don't know if we had to retreat, but we retreated just to be safe. This time we're not gonna retreat, and let's hope that we can do it. Alright, I think our tanks might once again clutch this for us by damaging the base just enough. If only they, you know, actually hit the base. You, hero, stay out of there for now, heal. Oh, and we almost have enough to use another Ice Blast. I think we got this. Yeah, we absolutely got this. Our hero decided to go back into battle when I told him specifically not to, and we were about to lose 10,000 money, so I do not stand for that. Hero, Gald, you're not the tactician here. I am the tactician. I know what to do. You don't. You just fight. There we go. We can now upgrade the tanks. Next on the list of upgrading is the healing spell. So I'm just not gonna upgrade anything yet. We'll again have almost enough to upgrade the zombies, nice. So let's wipe out Trevose, so that we have only one hero left to fight, like I usually do. Okay, we need to snipe, to try to snipe I mean. We can't snipe here very well because of this, yeah. But at least these are somewhat ranged, so we can somewhat snipe. Yeah, we can somewhat snipe, absolutely. There's another one, come on. But yeah, this is quite an innovative and fun chapter in the Epic War saga, no pun intended. I think it's probably my second favorite Epic War game, but it might be purely out of nostalgia that it's not my favorite. I don't know. It's not the best with level design and, you know, world design, world building, but it is great as far as gameplay goes. Stop killing my phantoms. See, witches are scary, they do a lot of damage. They kill phantoms. Mermaids don't kill phantoms, mermaids are weak. And unlike Vigraf, they will stay weak. Another witch, come on. Oh, they have attack crystals. See, when the enemy has crystals, that's not something to joke about, because I mean, they have more than one, and the crystals have a lot of health, and well, they have a lot of please don't hit it. Okay, nice. You didn't hit mermaids. Now, you guys didn't hit the witch either, but whatever. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say that they have a lot of health and they attack quite strongly and on a large area. They're really slow, and we only get one of them when we have crystals, which makes them not very viable when we have them. Oh, come on, a witch killed a phantom again. Our phantoms are just weak. That's okay. We need to stop caring about our phantoms. But I can't. They're my babies. But yeah, yeah, absolutely. The crystals need to be more available in more than one unit. One is the population of titans. Even the tank has 3. Why do crystals have 1? There needs to be 3 crystals for them to be viable units for us to use. 3 attack crystals and 3 healing crystals. But no, we get 1, and I don't like how they wiped out our Yeti and stuff like. Oh no, we have to kill the witch. Yeah, I also think that they have kind of a weird / lazy design. I do have a problem with some designs in this game, because the first Epic War game I played was Epic War 4, so it had some of the units that this game has, but not all of the units, and some of the units are different. Crystals are exclusive to this game, and I think their design is weird and not the most innovative. Also, this game has the dragon that kind of looks like a crystal, which is basically just a crystal in disguise. and the Shadow Lord. I'm not a huge fan of the Shadow Lord's design. I don't know, maybe it's just because of I haven't seen him in other games that he looks weird to me, but it doesn't feel like he fits, you know? Okay, I have to retreat at this point. I absolutely have to retreat. I have to retreat. I have to retreat. All my Yetis will die as usual. Okay, zombies forward. Try to stop them. The C? What do you mean C? Crystal gets 10k HP, but that's not enough to compensate. Maybe if it was 25k. Isn't 25k like a Titan amount of health? Like, yeah, I mean, I guess crystals are like equivalents of zombies, except they're a lot more capable of actually damaging. So I can see that. If they had like a lot of health and there was one of them, perhaps it would work. But it doesn't. Nope, no, hero. You can only attack one. Actually, no, at this point we've killed them. But yeah, that was a giant fist of ranged damage that, you know, almost killed our hero very quickly. Arrows, because why not? Yeah, no, the arrows weren't gonna kill anything we care about killing. Okay, they have some strong... Oh, while they have them, we should charge and rush forward because they have unprotected witches, and I mean they're strong witches, but if they are unprotected from melee attacks and ranged attacks, we're still going to kill them pretty easily. So let's go. Even our phantoms are alive yet. Okay, there we go. We're gonna kill them. Nice. See, this is the harder faction to fight against, because of the... Oh, come on, you killed the Yeti. Okay. Heal immediately. I think we might be able to handle one revenge wave in our current state, because we still have a lot of centaurs. Hero, go, leave, quickly, hero, quickly, go. Stay here. Oh, there's a witch there, apparently. And another one, come on. Oh, it's one of the strong witches, I guess. Yeah. Okay, but now we can... Oh, we won. I was gonna use the Ice Blast, but we won, nice. We didn't have to fight against Succubi at all, interestingly enough. So, we haven't yet seen high level like Succubi, Dragon Rider, and Mad Bull combos, but we're gonna see them. The Cave of Stuff Trial and the other heroes. Okay. We're not gonna get any more. I should stop looking at equip. I will upgrade this. This is now maximum. And I can, at this point, the only thing I can viably upgrade is the zombies to the max, which is fine. I can okay, fine. I'm gonna give you one upgrade. I'm using you enough to spend 5,000 on you. So at this point, we're going to just... we've already upgraded many of our actually important units to the max. We just need to upgrade Phantom Ghosts and our spells. It's the first time I've seen Lightning Bolt go straight down. Yeah, the witches can do that. They can aim at, well, like as far down as they can, but they cannot aim as far up as they can. They're not the mermaids in this way. Mermaids can't aim. They just infinitely move. Ah, you're not gonna attack me now, Grimtooth. Scared. You're very scared, because you should be. I'm starting to think I should have chosen another hero, because maybe Abe? I don't know. This was kind of easy because of the centaurs and yetis and stuff like that, but we did have our tough moments, especially with Vigraf. Also, the healing spell has the largest power gap in the game. Level 4 to 5 changes the healing from 150 to 10,000. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. That's why we have to have the level 5 one. Absolutely. So, now we're gonna not fear as much for our hero and our Yetis. And even the tanks and stuff. Right. Second to last battle with Grimtooth. This guy is charging to his death, you know, we need to wait for the group. If this game had AI, it would be such a good game. And Epic War 4 tried to make it that, but we'll get to it later. Abe gets the centaur from the get-go, yeah. Wait, no, Abe... Oh yeah, Abe, okay. I think Abe and I think Rembrandt also does. I'm not sure if anyone else does, yeah. Abe had a centaur. I wonder if Abe has... Oh, I think Abe has Black Knights too. So it would have been kind of different, but it wouldn't have been a lot harder. Because we would still have many strong units. See? Healing spell? Absolutely. Yeah. Stop turning around, dude. Okay, I guess the witch was still alive back there, but you don't need to turn around. Alright. Let's retreat again because we want to assemble our army. Zombies, try to take the damage from those witches. Perhaps I should have just let them keep on walking, because the Yetis are gonna get there fine to our castle. Okay, now perhaps we can try to do some damage. Yes, we killed the witch. Perfect. The witch had an interesting death animation. It just kind of like did something and then died. Again, have to press forward a lot for the centaurs. Oh, did you just trigger the witches? You did. Let's be careful now. Or perhaps it's not those witches, I don't know. They have a suspiciously small number of troops here, like they have 2 crystals, that is a force to be reckoned with, but they only have like 2 Black Knights standing here. No centaurs, no witches. That's weird. Okay, we need to heal. Before we really need it, I might as well just heal and then get the healing spell back sooner. Okay, and now I'm gonna use the freezing spell. See, the centaurs. Oh wow, the hero did not get the, like, you know, the enemy hero was not frozen because it was in the air at the moment due to our tanks, which is fine. But yeah, what I wasn't gonna say is that we immediately killed one of their crystals because of just how good our centaurs are. And their centaurs are also really good. They were about to kill the hero, and I would usually retreat, but I didn't. I just healed, and now our healing spell can take it. But if that happens again, I'm definitely gonna have to retreat a bit. So I'm scrolling away just so the battle goes a bit faster. Yo, okay, there we go. See, now I had to retreat. And I retreated at pretty much the perfect time. The hero was almost dead, but not quite dead, so he will regenerate pretty quickly. And actually, we're gonna win. Even with the hero retreating to heal, we're going to win here because we're already almost. Yep, there we go. So, for some reason, I did on the second to last level what I couldn't do on a few levels before then, or maybe I just wasn't bold enough. I didn't try hard enough. All right, there we go. The final battle is about to start, so let's see, what will we upgrade? We are going to... Okay, we can upgrade the phantoms. I'm gonna upgrade the ice spell first to level 4. Now we can't upgrade the phantoms, so I'm gonna have to upgrade this. Alright. Yeah, our phantoms, poor phantoms, are going to stay at level 3 for the entirety of this campaign. Right. Wait, that's 15 castles in our possession. Yep. Now what we're going to do is we're going to save. We're gonna save, and for now we're going to end phase for a bit. Attack me, I dare you. Attack me, I dare you. Attack me, I dare you. Eventually he's gonna do it, right? Or is he scared? Depends. Come on, attack me, because I want to see, I want to conduct this experiment. Dude, why are you so passive? You were the only hero to just straight up attack me before I attacked you even. There we go. Now we just surrender. And we're gonna do that for a while. And eventually we're gonna enter battle and see how strong he is. And face. Interesting, he's leaving an enemy castle in his back lines. See, I wouldn't do that. I usually go for these isolated towns first because I don't want the enemy to have a chance to strike at me from behind. Not that it matters in this game, but it's interesting how our strategies, mine, yours, the computers are different. Yeah, poor Phantoms, they're the first thing I upgraded in this game, and they have not been upgraded once since, yeah. Yeah, did I upgrade them to level 3 on the first time? I think I did, yes. But then I've just always gotten better units and spells to upgrade. Because, who would upgrade Phantoms when you can upgrade Centaurs or tanks? Okay, yeah, he went for this one this time. I'm not sure if it's like... if it randomly decides to have Grimtooth attack or not, and if he attacks, it decides where to attack, or if it randomly decides to have him attack each castle that he can get access to. It doesn't really matter, but it's just interesting. I wonder how it works. Okay, I just want to lose one more, just because, because this is about the area where the enemies start getting really strong. I know that that's it's a bit repetitive to just click enemy face or end phase over and over again, and he just doesn't attack because he's a wuss, but, I want to do this properly and, be able to tell immediately. Alright, come on, Grimtooth. You suck, you're just like Vigraf, you're absolute garbage and you're never going to defeat me. Now is he gonna get mad? Perhaps? No? No, unlike Vigraf, he is too scared. Come on. Okay, see, that's a joke. I said one more castle, and now he's never attacking me. This is kind of like when I said I'll Ice Blast when the mermaid comes, and then no mermaids ever came. Okay, we need to... okay. 5 more times, and if he doesn't attack... okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. And now, I'm gonna attack him. Well... see, that's the thing, it's kinda hard to tell. I'm sorry, I just want to... because, like, at this point, it's believable that he would already have this many troops. But if we go to, like, lose a few more castles, then we're gonna know for sure. I mean, we only have the final battle left for us. Yeah. Yes, I'm sorry. You can just, like, go, I don't know, take a bathroom break or sip some tea in the meantime, I'm sorry. I just want to, I want to know for sure. Because the only thing we have left in the game really is the final battle, so... so we can take our time before going in there finally. And I believe we're gonna... see, again, he did something that I would not do as a commander. One last castle, we're losing one last castle, and then, I promise you, we're going in. See? We lost this castle, again he's being weird, and then we're attacking. Alright, now, let us see. And, well, as you can see, I believe that it does depend on how many castles we have. Like, we have a lot less castles this time, and he has a lot less troops. Which makes sense, I guess, but yeah, it makes it so that we can basically... we cannot really lose the game unless we really try to, but we can have our win keep being postponed. So, I guess that is the results of the experiment. We know that the enemy strength definitely depends on the number of castles that the enemy owns. So at this point, we can just, you know, we can go on and load the game and proceed to the final battle against Grimtooth. It would be more epic if it was against Vigraf, our arch enemy, but, you know, life doesn't always happen in the most epic manner, so that's a great example of that. If you're still here, then I think we can quit by now, because we've seen what happens, so we know that it depends on the castles, and we can now proceed. Just wanna make sure you don't, like, miss it. So just let me know when you are here. Hold on. Let's just retreat for now. Okay. Yep. Castle count and hero level. Yeah, the hero level was level... hero level was level 30. The maximum, but we had a lot less castles, so the hero was a lot, the enemy was a lot easier on us. So exit, continue, and phase. Let's hope the hero doesn't attack us, because I want this to be one final battle and not two. There we go. Gralborg's wussiness paid off here. All right, there we go. We now enter the final battle, which is a thing of itself. Now they're going to be aggressive in attacking us, so we have to make sure they don't, like, destroy our castle. It's great that the hero can do this area of effect damage and effects, like throwing up the enemies or stunning them. Hero's a very useful asset of ours. Yeah, it does not have autosave, we have to save manually. The only Epic War game that I know of that has autosave is... well, Epic War 5 and also Epic War Saga, I guess. That counts too. Okay, the witches are doing a lot of damage to the hero, and I do not appreciate that. So I'm gonna kindly ask the witches to stop, or I'll just slice them in half like this. Oh, a crystal's coming. This is the first aggressive crystal. Alright, welcome back, Jimmy. We're just starting the final battle, so you're here just in time. We recently just did the experiment of... we lost a bunch of castles, like we were at the final level, but then we deliberately surrendered a bunch of castles, and then checked the enemy was a lot easier on us, even though our hero was level 30. So it depends, it's like how hard the heroes go, the enemy is gonna be, depends on the number of castles we have. Yeah, just in time for the final battle, Jim and Robert. Welcome back, guys. Or I guess, I'm not sure if Robert, if you were here or away, but like, this is the first time you've spoken in a while, so... Yeah, Centaur Rush. Alright. We have almost all centaurs. I think it might be best for us to... Oh no. I was just gonna say, I think it might be best for us to lure those people out before the Titan comes. And then the Titan came, so that's great. We're gonna lure out the fast ones, the Titan's gonna slowly come, but the fast units, we're gonna deal with them near our base. If we had invulnerability, this would be like a lot easier, but... Ooh, no, don't kill our mermaids, don't kill our mermaids. Do not kill our mermaids, please. Our mermaids walk dangerously close to death. Alright, is it time to heal or not yet? Earth Dragon, yeah. It's the... I don't know, it's a decent... Ooh. It's a decent Titan to face. Guys, aim at the Titan, please, and not at this one. I know you guys wanted to kill him so that he wouldn't damage our castle too much. I know, and you guys are good for doing that, but we have bigger problems at hand. And see, this is the part at which the centaurs need to stay here, not charge forward. Centaurs and tanks. Tanks can go... Oh, he turned around. He turned around. Any hero? I think you should retreat. Or not, I mean, he doesn't do a whole lot of damage to you. Centaurs retreat, tanks retreat, tanks retreat. Apparently the mermaids were the ones who didn't retreat. But that's okay. He died already, so yeah, it's just the crystal now. But the crystal is nothing in comparison to the Titan. Saga is the only game that has auto... Well, 5, Epic War 5 also has autosave. Like, you pick the hero that you are, that you play with, and then it just saves your progress for that hero. 2 units got blasted into the castle. Yeah, I didn't even notice until I saw that people were attacking the units here and not the Earth Dragon. And I was like, guys, let's get our priorities straight. Let's kill him first, and then we can kill these guys. Or at least let's not all shoot at these bad guys at once. Let's have most of us shoot at the Titan. Thankfully, the final battle title is much weaker than the Cave of Trial and player equivalents. Do you think much weaker? I'm not sure if I noticed that the Titans had any difference from Caves of Trial to the final battle, because when I played Caves of Trial, I didn't think the Titans were too unreasonably hard or anything. I thought that the hardness from Caves of Trial came from the fact that they had a lot of like ranged units and stuff. And then Caves of Trial 4 had just all kinds of units. Yeah, Phantoms, guys, I haven't paid a lot, I haven't given you a lot of love, so I'm sorry for that, but you have stuck with me from the beginning to the end. You are doing a great job here as frontline units who are not afraid to go into battle, even despite the fact that you know you will absolutely get blasted out of the water. So thank you guys, and as your reward, immediately after this battle, I will go and level you up. To the max. I think the Fire Titan in the last battle has 30k HP and about 300 damage. The player one has 36k. And how do you know this damage? Did you just like notice while playing like the approximate amount of damage that, I mean the approximate amount of health that they had, or did you did you have another way of knowing? I turned to the front temporarily because I wanted to make sure those guys were dead. But now we gotta have zombies protect us. Ooh, zombies do not do a very good job of protecting. They're really slow, and most of them died, I think. Okay, so first of all, forward, and then we gotta destroy this clump of backline units. We gotta. They're way too much for us to handle. Like, they're more... The revenge wave is more scary than the Titan. Okay, you had to estimate the health. Yeah, I guess... Yeah, okay, it does make sense that the Cave of Trial one would have like twice as much health as the regular one, but at the same time... the... what do you call it? It wasn't noticeable enough to make the Cave of Trials like extremely hard. They were just challenging, like, compared to the final battle. And we are yet to beat them, so yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Oh, I like how we killed the crystal in under a second. Yeah, mermaids, you are nice. You're not the best, but you're nice. Okay, hero's back with a crystal, and then a witch is sitting here for some reason doing nothing. Nice, we stunned the witch out of attacking with the arrow spell, so the arrow spell finally got some use to it. And then the mermaids are doing a good job of stunning these witches. Okay, but the crystals are gonna do a lot of damage to the heroes, so... Okay, yeah, I was a bit afraid of the Yetis here, because, you know, crystals and all, but we're doing a lot of damage to the crystals, so they're gonna die sooner. No, we need to have forward, Yetis, retreat. Yetis, you guys need to retreat. It was right for me to fear for the Yetis. Okay, and now they have a revenge wave. I didn't even hear the horn, but they apparently have a revenge wave now. They want to have Dark Knights. Well, Dark Knights are... I think they're good, because they're like a combination of a burly unit, not as meaty as the Dragon Riders and Yetis, but also there's more of them, so I think by combination they can do like more devastating things. If they get far enough. So yeah, they are good units. Actually, let's just all retreat again. We're not going to tank this, we're not going to try to like stay for this revenge wave, but for the next one we will. Everyone retreat, zombies go forward. For the next one I think we'll just try to make it so that we stay there and destroy the castle before they can do anything. Zombies, can you guys do your job? You're maxed out, you should be better than this. But 2 of our Yetis have now died, and more are probably going to die. And we need those tanks. Okay, hero, retreat, we do not want to lose you. Heal, yeah, the hero's charging forward again, but as long as our heal plays fast enough, it's not gonna matter. And see, they did some damage to our castle, so... I don't know, I think we have the, like, we have a lot of the best units. We have centaurs, Yetis, tanks. I would probably like to have succubi or witches next, because, I mean, they're the better types of magicians. We have mermaids, but... we don't really need Dragon Riders because we already have Yetis, but if we do get them, I think I'll use them probably more likely than Yetis. And, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna choose the hero based on which units I want. I think it's not really gonna matter, because at the beginning of each campaign we're already gonna have the units that we have, and so, like, at this point, like, which hero you continue with doesn't matter nearly as much as which unit you start with. So we'll see. The first one mattered most, that's why I chose something that would be more challenging. No invulnerability spell, no like great magician unit. So yeah, it has been quite fun too, but I am about to destroy them here. Okay, they're sending crystals to try to stop me. Well, that never worked too. Okay, fine. Yes, it kinda worked. Yetis, get out of there. Once this level is done, we finish the hero with the second lowest mana count in the game. The first is Rembrandt, right? From what I remember, the Rembrandt has the lowest, and Gralborg Grimtooth has the highest. Also, we can now do this so that the backliners don't damage us too much. And we will soon get the health spell. And I think this will be enough to let us not retreat. You know what, my challenge is I'm not retreating no matter what. So this is their chance to really kill me if they have enough power for it. But I'm not retreating, so I wanna try to just, you know, try to just win before they can prevent me from. But they're throwing their units into my backlines to try to mess me up. But I don't really care about my backlines right now. Oh, there are also units all the way over there. There's some Dark Knights apparently thrown there. But yeah, I don't care about my backlines, I only care about killing the castle, and that I did. And we have beaten the final battle of the first campaign. Grimtooth has been defeated, and Gal had taken over all. Now it says game save completed. We need to go and continue, because if we start a new game plus, we're not gonna have, I'm pretty sure we're not gonna have the money that we get from this level. But so we need to first continue and spend the money. First of all, I promised you guys, so there you go. Also, I cannot do this, but what means I have to spend all the money that I have, because if I don't, it's just gonna go to waste, the rest of the money that I don't spend. So I maxed out everything except for the Ice Blast, which is level 4. See, it's pretty easy to max things up if you're just playing regularly. You don't have to grind too hard. We can note that the bombers on level 5, there's still only 5 of them, and they do not have amazing damage, so just not good units. Phantom Ghosts are decent as far as damage and population goes. We didn't really get to see it because we focused on other units, but on the next campaign, on New Game Plus, we're going to start, I think, well, we're gonna have all the units, but we're gonna have a small mana limitation. See? We're gonna start small, so we'll have to pick, and I think I'll pick Phantom Ghosts a lot more there, because they are good. Remember, is probably the most useless hero in the game. His unique card is by far the worst, the Meteor, right? Lowest mana count, no healing, and I don't even know if he gets a Magic Ranger. I don't think he does. I don't think Abe got a magic unit either. Yeah, I guess at this point I can end phase and fight this again and get more money. So theoretically, yes, I could, but yeah, I guess our purpose isn't getting money right now, it's getting more units. So, yeah, I can see, I think it's good that the game has heroes that aren't as good as other heroes, so that, like, it's kind of difficulty levels. It's just that it's not obvious which hero is which difficulty level, like, to new players. Grimtooth, the last hero, is one of the easiest, so... Alright, well, we have completed, so now we can go to New Game Plus, and we can pick another hero. I could start with this. Look, we haven't had dwarves or Tauruses, and I think this may be the next hero I'll play with. I started with Gald because Gald is one of the more challenging heroes to start with. And I knew that if I started with Vigraf, I could easily beat everything, so I just wanted to, like, start with a hero that didn't have any amazing spells, and like it only had Yetis and Centaurs as far as great units go, and the tank, but everyone gets the tank. So, all right, yeah. So I think we're going to do Travaus next, but I think this might be a good time to end it, so let's see, we go to upgrade. We do not have any gold, so it's great that we spent our money before going to New Game Plus. So we save here, and there, I think, shall we pick it up next week? I'm not sure if it would really be the best to continue right now, because well, we've gone through the entire map, and it's kind of been a lot of similar stuff, so it's like, it's not Epic War 2 levels of repetitiveness, but still it's good to take like a break before starting the next. Yes, I definitely wanted to start harder with the challenge, and I would absolutely do New Game instead of New Game Plus on all of them if I got to keep the units for the Caves of Trial, because it would be like all of the maps would be challenging, but then I could still do the Caves of Trial, alright. How about the next stream next Saturday? Is that going to work for you guys? I think the stream went very well. We got a lot of people from the beginning, so that's great. And it's Epic War 3, so quite a bit of fun. So yeah, I think next week about the same time, will be the best time to continue. And perhaps since we have all units, we're gonna continue things quicker, so we might get through like 2 campaigns then. So, alright, see you everyone, and hope that you can make it next week, and we'll see you then. Bye.